What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to Maniaci Games. Welcome to another episode of WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. Welcome to NXT 2.0. We are just a few weeks away, I think 4 weeks away. Yeah, 4 weeks away from NXT's Great American Bash event, and tonight is a night of contenders matches. This is what we got planned for tonight on NXT 2.0. We gonna kick it off with NXT North American Champion Pete Dunne one-on-one with Mr. Apollo Crews in a championship contention match. Moving forward, Nikki Cross has been on a wave of momentum after defeating Miss Kaylee Ray weeks ago. She goes one-on-one with NXT Women's Champion Charlotte Flair here tonight, and if she wins, she's next in line for a championship opportunity. And in our main event tonight, somewhere backstage or at home, wherever he may be, NXT champion Ricochet is going to be watching this very closely, because these two behemoths, these two big boys, Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe, go one-on-one, and the winner of this match will face Ricochet at NXT Great American Bash for the NXT Championship. We ain't doing no more talking. Let's start the show. And what better way to kick off NXT 2.0 tonight than with our brand new NXT North American Champion, the man that defeated Cameron Grimes at TakeOver in Your House, the Bruiserweight himself, Mr. Pete Dunne. Was an incredible NXT UK champion. Quite honestly, I feel like one of the most underappreciated talents on the roster today, finally getting that shine and finally getting the fight. Now listen, if Pete Dunne loses this match tonight, then in 4 weeks at NXT TakeOver Great American Bash, it will be Pete Dunne versus Apollo Crews, but that time will be for the North American Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to my universe mode, I do not play any of these matches. This is all CPU operated. Storylines will be created via the outcomes of these matches, and I do this because I'm very interested in the CPU operated universe mode. See how it really plans out. I may have my favorites sometimes, but I do not play any of these matches. Just like last episode, I wanted Brock Lesnar to beat Finn Balor on the last episode to be #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Finn ended up beating Brock. Last week on NXT, Ricochet defeated Samoa Joe. Like, come on now, that's crazy. But nonetheless, back to the action. A night of contention. Apollo Crews back here in NXT. The landscape may have changed, but the goal remains the same. Some could argue Apollo Crews was kind of rushed out of NXT. I personally feel like he was. He had no big shining moment in NXT. He was pushed up to the main roster too fast. He never had that big opportunity to become a champion in NXT. And I think his main roster career kind of suffered from it. No doubt about it. I mean, Apollo Crews has won championships. He's been to WrestleManias, but I feel like this is a great reset for Apollo. And this is going to be a great fight for Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews versus Pete Dunne, first time ever. This is going to be crazy. Non-title match, of course. Apollo Crews wins. He's next in line for the NXT North American Championship. He loses, well, it's back to the drawing board, and the next man can step up. Apollo Crews definitely knows what's at stake in this one. Crowd here tonight behind Pete Dunne, who we haven't seen since TakeOver in Your House a number of weeks ago. Landscape of NXT has changed a lot. Kevin Owens was NXT champion the last time we seen Pete Dunne, and military slam onto the North American champion. Now Ricochet upset Kevin Owens. He upset Samoa Joe, but tonight those two men have one more opportunity to rewrite their wrongs. Winner of tonight's match just faces Ricochet at NXT Great American Bash. And can lightning strike twice? Wait a minute, could this match be over? No. Can lightning strike twice in the same spot for Mr. Ricochet? He's been very, very lucky these last couple of weeks. Pete Dunne, the champion, been fiending for a fight for a while. Dropkick taking Apollo Crews out to the outside. Pete Dunne's offense, you know, his strategy, very menacing. Nothing pretty about it. Can hurt you in 1,000 different ways. And Apollo Crews, strong forearm to the face. A win tonight, regardless whether it's pinfall, submission, countout, DQ. A win favors Apollo Crews as he could be next in line. Oh, and a running power slam on the outside of the ring. That's definitely going to come back to haunt Pete Dunne as this match progresses. One thing about Apollo Crews, definitely showcasing his strength. Referee had a count of 4. Apollo getting back into the ring. You know, it says something about the pride and just the respect Apollo Crews has for the North American champion Pete Dunne. You know, you want to end this match, you know, if you become #1 contender, you want to know that you really earned that #1 contender's title. Oh! Pete Dunne. Quite honestly, I don't think he really cares who his #1 contender is going to be. He just wants to fight. And now look at this triangle chokehold onto Apollo Crews. This is exactly what I mean when I say Dunne can hurt you in 1,000 different ways. Apollo, strength again. You know, I wanted to ask y'all about Pete Dunne and his Butch character. I saw he tweeted on Twitter the other day, you know, soon with him holding, you know, a championship in NXT UK as Pete Dunne. So I hope Triple H kind of reverses that Butch thing. I mean, Butch is a, you know, rabid, cool, you know, unhinged character, man, but I like Pete Dunne a lot better. I think Pete Dunne could definitely become a big star. Butch, you know, that's somebody that's going to be a side man for a stable. Pete Dunne, that man makes a statement, man. So hopefully the Butch character goes away, but that's just my opinion on the Butch character, man. Nonetheless, this match continues. Apollo Crews now fighting out of it. Oh, quick German suplex to Pete Dunne. A lot of high intensity, high impact moves being delivered on the outside of the ring. And now Dunne getting very crafty. And Apollo dazed. And this is where Dunne get a little dangerous. Oh. Constant kicks to the face. Dunne getting very technical. Oh, man. Oh. Crowd here tonight loving it. Apollo Crews now fighting back. Crews. Oh, what an Olympic slam. Angle slam. Shoulders down. Leg is hooked. Is Crews #1 contender? No. Man, 4 weeks out from NXT Great American Bash. Crews almost had Pete Dunne. Now Crews now going to high-risk district. Crews, frog splash countered. The knees were up of Pete Dunne. Now Dunne. I was going to say it's Dunne's time to capitalize off of it. But Apollo Crews. Man. Apollo Crews was always the smiley guy that kind of was okay with just being pushed around. Was okay with being underappreciated until, oh, he realized his worth. Now back here in NXT. Oh. Imagine winning NXT North American Champion. Oh. That was almost 3. I'm surprised that wasn't 3. Pete Dunne, it's like a lot's been taken out of him. Oh. I mean, bicycle-like kick. Taking down Apollo Crews. Pete Dunne, we know what comes next. Dunne. This match might be over. Apollo Crews down. Oh, and not out. That move has won Pete Dunne multiple championships, big time matches. And Dunne looking for it once again, back to back. Oh, connects. That's gotta do it. That's gotta do it. You kick out of 1, you ain't kicking out of 2. Next. That's all I gotta say is next. Pete Dunne getting the job done tonight. Apollo Crews tried throwing everything at the bruiserweight. Pete Dunne on a wave of momentum. Heading in to NXT Great American Bash. We need a challenger for Pete Dunne, man. We need a challenger. Who's gonna step up? Back, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT 2.0 as Nikki Cross is set for one-on-one action against NXT Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. And you see the gold glistening. Charlotte Flair still on the lookout for a #1 contender for her NXT Women's Championship. Last week, the upstart Indy Hartwell had a big opportunity but could not get the job done. But on the next episode of Universe Mode, SmackDown, Indy Hartwell and Raquel Gonzalez will represent NXT as they face off against Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, and against a team from Raw, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane. We're crowning brand new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Charlotte Flair is already a champion, so she ain't worried about it. 4 weeks out from NXT Great American Bash, we've seen one, championship contenders match go unsuccessful. Both of these women, Charlotte and Nikki, have been on a wave of momentum. Nikki Cross most recently defeating Kaylee Ray in a one-on-one match. Charlotte Flair, of course, has just been mowing through the competition here on NXT, from Candice LeRae to Asuka to Indy Hartwell. Will she add Nikki Cross to that list? The Queen is in the building, still to come in our main event tonight. It's going to be a lot of beef in the ring, literally and figuratively. Kevin Owens one-on-one with Samoa Joe in a #1 contenders match for the NXT Championship. Who's facing Ricochet at the Bash? Here we go. Nikki Cross and Charlotte go way back. A lot of history between these two women, back in Nikki's superhero days that we want to forget. And Nikki, straight out the gate, going at Charlotte. Nikki Cross knows that she's not really, taking the most serious in that locker room. A win over the NXT Women's Champion tonight, a win over Charlotte, will speak volumes. But now Nikki needs to get everything in order. Nikki Cross, strong clothesline, taking down Charlotte. Now Charlotte already recuperating. Every woman in the back prepared if Nikki Cross loses tonight. Someone's gonna have to step up to Charlotte. Now Nikki Cross now. Maybe looking for a snap suplex, but counter and Charlotte into a German. Charlotte Flair, the daughter of Hall of Famer Ric Flair. Now, Nikki ran right into that. How do y'all feel about Ric Flair's last match? I didn't get to watch it. Personally, I feel like Ric Flair should have kept his last match at WrestleMania 24 against Shawn. I think everything, it was a perfect way for Ric to go out. But, if you love something so much like Ric Flair loves this business, you can't really even be mad at him. He gave his all to this company, to multiple companies, and, to a lot of fans around the world for the last 50 years. The man definitely deserves all the respect and all the glory. But nonetheless, his daughter, Charlotte Flair, definitely trying to carve out her own path, one less away from her father. And that was a huge kick. And Nikki, I don't know how Nikki kicked out of that. She probably thought we was back in black and gold NXT. And now Charlotte, wait a minute, already. The figure 4 leg lock. Hold on, already. The figure 8, come on. No way. Charlotte looking to make light work of Nikki. Already. Nikki, okay, she got out of it. I was about to say, she really about to tap this fast. But the damage might have already been done to Nikki Cross. That's crazy. Charlotte throwing her best, not really even wasting any time on Nikki, not trying to do anything technical. She's just trying to get the job done. And early going belly to belly suplex to the NXT Women's Champion. Now it's time for Nikki to turn up. Maybe I spoke a little too soon. Charlotte back after them legs. Legs already tender. After that figure 4 leg lock, infamous in the Flair family household. Now Charlotte. Ooh. It looked like she was going to go for another figure 4. But Nikki powered out of it. Nikki cross. Got Charlotte up again, and Charlotte fights out of it. Oh. Charlotte now. More submission. Submission specialists learn from the best of the best to learn from. Top and now Nikki. Can she finally get it? And she does. Fisherman suplex to Charlotte, but Charlotte already back to her feet, and another boot out of nowhere to Nikki. And luckily, Nikki's right foot was right by the rope, so it gave her awarded her a rope break, but that's not going to stop Charlotte. And Charlotte, no, is looking for another figure 4. Nikki fought out of it. Nikki fought out of it. Nikki, come on. Oh! And Nikki, shoot for the stars. Oh! Yo! Nikki trying to drag Charlotte away from the ropes. Is Nikki headed to the Great American Bash? Here's the cover. Shoulders down. Leg is hooked. No! Oh, man. Nikki came within a hair. Crowd here tonight feeling this match. And Nikki looking to make dreams come true. No, Charlotte into a small package. Small package. Small package. And Charlotte wins. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Wow. One mistake from Nikki Cross cost her the match. That adrenaline got going a little too fast for Miss Nikki Cross, and it became her ultimate downfall. Wow. Charlotte and her momentum, her undefeated streak here in NXT 2.0 continues. Wow. Outsmart Nikki Cross. Who in the world is going to step up to the queen? Who's going to step up to the queen? Come on. The queen continues to reign in NXT 2.0. Main event time. At least we know in this match, we're actually going to crown a #1 contender, unlike the last 2 matches. And as you see in the face of Kevin Owens, he is not in the best of moods. A roller coaster of the last month for Owens, overcoming a fatal 4-way ladder match against 3 of the best, from Sami Zayn to Ciampa to Gargano, winning that NXT championship at TakeOver in your house, only to lose it immediately to Ricochet on the next episode of NXT. Owens already believes that he should have invoked a championship rematch clause. But one thing about Owens is he's going to fight for every opportunity. Winner of this match will face Ricochet in 4 weeks' time at NXT's Great American Bash. Owens says that if he got into the ring with Ricochet in another one-on-one match, he would have Ricochet beat. Kevin Owens tried the mind games on Ricochet last week in NXT Universe Mode. And speaking of mind games, this man did them last week as well, but came up short to our champion. Samoa Joe returned at the top of NXT last week, attacked NXT champion Ricochet during his entrance, brutalized him only to lose to Ricochet, even with assistance from Kevin Owens in the main event. Some people will say Samoa Joe doesn't deserve an opportunity, but would you really look Samoa Joe in the eyes and tell him no? I don't care if you're Triple H, you ain't gonna tell this man Samoa Joe no. Ricochet, of course, told to stay out of this match. We're gonna have a definitive winner. Countouts and disqualifications will not count. We need a winner via pinfall or submission. You know, if you're Ricochet, you're looking at this match as facing the lesser of the two evils in Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. Both of these men dangerous in their own right, and this match is not going to be anything pretty. Crowd here, they amped for this. Let's go. Kevin Owens versus Samoa Joe. First time here in NXT 2.0. Two former NXT champions looking to reclaim their gold. Both men that underestimated Ricochet, maybe for his size, maybe for his relevancy compared to theirs. Ricochet holds a win over both of these individuals. Some may call it luck, but we're gonna find out at the Great American Bash. Can lightning strike twice for Ricochet? And now Owens Joe fighting out of it. These two men made an incredible name for themselves out in the indies. Owens, a former Universal Champion. And, Samoa Joe, memorable matches with AJ Styles, memorable matches with Finn Balor, all throughout NXT. Both of these men shine in the black and gold era of NXT. And now Owens. Joe kind of underestimated, mismeasured that, and Owens showing that strength. These are some big boys, man. It's a lot of beef in the ring right now. Now Owens, it's a beefy boy that like to fly. Kevin Owens now calling for Joe to get up. Joe, watch out. Owens overshoots it, but able to recuperate. And a cold breaker, and I think Joe may have busted his nose. Stern kick to the back. Owens has all the momentum going right now. And Joe. One thing about Joe, though, he's a lot like a shark. He got blood, he's tasting blood, smelling blood, even if it's his own. That momentum gets going. But Owens is not letting up either. And Owens cannot connect. Owens. Old school clothesline taking down Joe. Kevin Owens going back up top. Calling for Joe to get up. Can he actually connect this time? No, and overshoots it again. Owens, get your head in the game, man. And Joe now into a fireman's carry. Kevin Owens tangled up on the ropes. Choked up on the ropes is Owens. Hard hitting shot. NXT General Manager. Last caller, NXT General Manager Triple H making this match. #1 contenders frog splash. Owens down on Joe. This is our main event tonight on NXT 2.0. Shoulders down, leg is hooked. It's Samoa Joe. Dunne. No. Kick out at 2. Blood pouring down the face of Samoa Joe. He's still a fighter. And Owens looked like he was going for a stunner. Did not work. And now Joe. Coquina clutch. It's locked in. It's over. Owens, don't even fight it. And Owens, how did he got out of it early too? Smart. Hitting the bloody nose of Joe too in the process. Smart enough to get out of it early. If the anaconda has you in a chokehold, the earlier you get out of it, the less damage is done to you and out. But look at Joe. And a kick out from Owens. If Joe had that move locked in for at least another 3 to 5 seconds, we might have already had the end of this match with that pinfall. And a standing power bomb. I think Owens' head bounced off that bottom turnbuckle. Oh, man. And now Joe, what is Joe going to do from the top? And Joe, diving elbow drop to Kevin Owens into a pin. And Kevin Owens still in it. That was close. That was very, very close. Now Samoa Joe. Owens needs to get something going, man. Owens, stunner! Wait a minute. No, and Joe kicks out of the stunner. Oh, man. Crowd here tonight saying we're not worthy for this greatness. And a splash. High risk, High reward. Owens, no, Joe moves out of the way. Now Owens, no. Back and forth action, and Joe overtaking KO. All I know is one more coquina clutch, and it's over for Owens. I feel like Joe would probably cinch it in. Kevin Owens in trouble. This is, oh man, we've seen this before. He got Owens up there like a little ball. Like a ball. That's it. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricochet versus Samoa Joe at NXT Great American Bash. Wow. There's no kicking out of that. Ricochet was victorious over Joe last week. Now the question is, will lightning strike twice in the same spot for our NXT champion? Joe is back for his goal. Good night from NXT 2.0.